How's it going, guys? Drae here, and today we're going to the bottom of the sea because we have a new update in Trailmakers, and today's going to be a fun one. As you can see, underwater race. There's a new racetrack, but more specifically, obviously, with an underwater track, we need underwater vehicles. We have had a new update into Trailmakers, which has released submarine parts. So that is absolutely awesome to me. I downloaded a bunch of the most popular submarines right now. We're going to check them out, and then we'll probably build one as well. Let's start off with the Stereotypical Submarine, and I don't even know how I'm going to get in this thing, because I think they sink right away. Oh, no, this one floats. Okay, some of them do sink, because I have tested a few out, but this one, obviously, I think we can stay on top of the water as well. So, put the jets on. Ah, and there we go. I actually have some buoyancy blocks on this, so you can actually go up or down. Oh, that is so cool. We're gonna hit this thing. Hold on here. Hold on. Oh, that was a close one. Okay, so let's try that again. And look at all the stuff that they added down here. I don't know if it was always down here, but yeah, now we got underwater machines and Trailmakers. How cool is this? There's freaking... Is that... What is that? Oh, I think they're just fish. It's... Oh, there's something wrong. There's something definitely wrong. I'm so sorry, fish. I can't seem to... Well, this isn't good. I'm stuck. Nope. Okay, I fixed it. I don't know what the hell happened there. That was weird. But now it seems like we can go up. It doesn't feel like it's going up as fast, though. I think I did indeed break something. Let's go back to land before I get stuck down here. All right, so that was a submarine. Really cool how you can actually treat it like a boat as well. So I do like that because a lot of these things will not do that. But there's many ways to build a submarine in this game, and obviously each one is going to have its own unique features. So let's check out a couple more of these before I build my own. I probably won't build anything too crazy today because these guys, they already did that. And what is this one? I think this one's supposed to be extremely fast if I do remember correctly, so we'll give it a shot and we'll see. It looks like it could almost fly. I hope it can because that would be really cool. All right, so here we go again. And let's let her... Oh, God. Oh, okay, this is weird. This is weird. Okay, I'm partly flying. Oh, this is so fast. Yes, and if we can go... Jesus. It's almost like this thing can fly. It's just so damn fast. Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is... Oh, Jesus. The downside of these underwater engines is they actually don't do anything on land. So if this thing had some jets on it as well, I think it could seriously be a plane. You know what? Just for science, let's try here. Let's see if we can make this thing truly fly. Okay, so I have just enough room for 4 engines. I had to change the thing just a little bit, but that might actually do something. Mind you, these engines are touching each other, and I know that sometimes makes problems. There we go. At least on the ground, we can get back to the water. But what I want to know is, will this thing work when we start flying it? So, yeah, I didn't expect to change someone else's creation, but if we could get this thing out of the water, turn the jets on because they don't work underwater, we actually might be able to fly with this thing. So let's see. Holy crap! Oh, I can do it! I can actually do it! So I turned this thing into a plane submarine combo. It's very hard to control in the air, but as you can see, I can do everything that I need to do to actually fly this thing. And amazingly, it's so balanced that I didn't have to add any sort of balancing or anything. I literally just turned this thing from a very fast submarine to a very fast submarine that can also freaking fly. So it's that easy. Oh, God. And there it goes. All right, let's just give this thing one more try because it is really fun. I'm really happy it's that easy, you know? Just as long as it kind of looks like a plane, I think you're totally good. But let's see if we can actually land it back in the water. I want to see if landing it in the water at high speeds destroys it or not, because if you've ever jumped from a high place and landed in water, it does feel like you're quite literally hitting a brick wall. I don't think in this game, though, it's going to affect it. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, you can probably do some crazy tricks in this thing now, just because of how easy it is to land it back. There we go. Turn off the engines, let it dive. This is so fun. This is just absolutely awesome. Trailmakers is easily one of the funnest games to play. If you just want, like, stunt vehicles, it does a great job at doing that. All right, but we got more to check out, so let's get back to land here. And maybe we can edit these ones as well. All we need now is, like, landing gears, and this thing is made for everything. Oh, coming in. Let her land. That was freaking perfect. What's wrong with me today? I'm doing things right for once. And we got one more speedy boy. This one looks much smaller, so I think this is going to be really cool. And does this one does not float. Okay, so let me just make sure. Ooh, very basic system here. We got Q and E. Okay, so that turns the back rudder. And I can also somewhat lean it, so I don't really know what that does. Oh! This thing's the same thing that I freaking made. Okay, now I just feel bad. That was not intentional, but this has literally the same idea. It's got dragon engines on it as well as underwater engines. And I gotta say, this one looks a little cooler, and it's definitely more nimble, so it's a better one. But this is just freaking awesome. I mean, look at it. Oh, it's so good, and that's actually easy to control. Like I said, this thing's actually extremely easy to control in the air. It's a very light vehicle, so it makes it nice. Let's see if we can maybe... I'm not lined up, but if we can thread the needle through this, it kind of showcases, yes, how easy it indeed is. Now, we are on the race map. There's not as much terrain to play with, unfortunately, but there is still some stuff we can do. And I'm going to try... Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be... Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, I love this thing. I can actually drive a freaking flying vehicle for once. And back into the water we go. It's just, there's something so fun about being able to go from water to air right away. It looks like we got a crash site over here, too. I like that they added a lot of things underwater now. Okay, I thought that was a crash plane. No, that's just a rock, but it's got... Is that just weeds? Yes, it is. Okay, so I got overly excited about this thing. It did look like a crashed plane from the distance, I swear. All right, so we've seen a real submarine, some speed-focused vehicles, but what we haven't seen, and what's my favorite, is the animatronic designs, and I got two of those right now. The first one being, it looks to be a shark. This thing, it actually looks like it's got joints on it, so I think it... Oh, yes, it does. It moves in the water. And if this thing's realistic like a fish, I'm going to be so happy. So here we go. Look at it. Oh, it's so good. It's so easy to control. Now, how's it doing that? Is it just steering blocks? It is. It's just steering blocks attached to each joint of this. And, oh, I'm beautiful. Okay, so I am a beautiful whale right now, guys. This is the greatest thing ever. And I gotta say, it's pretty damn fast. I could definitely probably do like a backflip or something. Oh, man. I didn't expect to have so much fun with underwater vehicles, but this is seriously the last type of vehicle that Trailmakers really needed to add, if you think about it. I mean, the only other thing would be space, because we got land, air, water, we got buoyant water as well, and now we have underwater. I mean, what else is there? I can't think of anything. And I gotta say, they did it right, man. This feels great. Oh, he's wiggling his tail now. He wasn't doing that before. Oh, it's actually, I think it's broken. It's kind of acting weird now. I just love doing these backflips. This is so damn fun. All right, so this guy, he's not acting well, so we're just gonna beach him. That actually didn't sound very well now that I think about it. But yes, we're gonna move on and go away from the shark. I gotta say, that's probably my favorite one, though. It's not fast, but it's realistic, and it was very fun to play with. And finally, we have a Manta Ray. Now, this one's got a lot of engines on it. It's actually very fast, and yeah, let's see if we can do any crazy tricks like the whale, or whatever that last one was. Gotta say, it kind of looks like a Manta Ray, but I was hoping it would flap like a Manta Ray, and it indeed does not. And I guess once you hit the bottom of the floor... Oh, nope, there we go. We were able to lift off when we just moved our wings. But yeah, I was hoping it would flap like a Manta Ray. It doesn't really act like a Manta Ray, unfortunately, but it does look like one, and it's very, very fast. Very fun to play with. All right, well, let's jump right out of the water into the rocks. I didn't realize rocks were there, but let's get to building our own now, because we've seen what some of the creative community can do, and what I haven't seen, though, is like an all-terrain vehicle, something with wheels that you can literally just drive into the water and then start floating. So that's kind of what I want to do. I don't know if it'll turn out like that. Again, when I go into these builds, I have no plans at all. We just do it and see what happens, and usually it goes quite well. So I'm just trying to get to a nice place where I can build here. All right, so let's begin. Now, I know wheels are buoyant in this game, so I think we're going to have to make a very heavy vehicle, but I'm just going to try and make like an ATV-looking thing. Obviously, that's enclosed or something. Something small, nothing too crazy. I just want to have some fun today and build. So we're going to have to... Well, I guess we're not going to be using that because we have the new diving bell, as it's called. I don't know how much weight affects if these things can sink or not, though. So we're going to have to do some testing here. I don't even know where I'm going to begin with this, but I think I want this nice and low. So I think what I'm going to do, being that I do want to stay nice and low, is we're going to wrap around this thing kind of like that. Let's actually go sideways like this. Yeah, and then we can actually put engines in the middle. I like that idea. So we're going to do something like this. And again, I'm just going with it, and we'll see what happens here. But we'll do something like that, and then we can put some wheels on the outside with suspension. I think that will be really good. And then we can put submarine engines in the middle. This will look really, really cool. Now, how big are the submarine engines, though, before I get too deep into this? Or the underwater engines, as they're called. We need to connect those to the sides. That's totally fine. But are we going to be able to fit 2 in here? I think we will. Let's go and try and do that like that. There we go. Flip it around. And there we go. We got connection points, and we have 2 underwater submarines inside of this thing. All right, and I'm going to try to do some weird methods of steering this thing. So I'm going to add some steering hinges right here on this block, kind of separating the front from the back here. And my logic is I can turn this up or down and make my craft go up or down as well in the water. And then if we want to add plane controls to this as well, that will make it go up and down in the air quite easily as well, at least on paper. I have no idea. I'm not a friggin' rocket scientist, though, so we'll see what happens. And we're going to attach this, hopefully, to that like so. There we go. So now, I think you guys get the idea. When I use these steering blocks, it will go up and down, which will allow these things to go up or down, and it may make me go up or down in the water, at least hopefully. So now all I gotta do is turn left or right, which I'll probably add some sort of rudder system for that. Kind of looks like some sort of bug right now. I'm kind of enjoying this. So let's get back to the wheels, though. I'm trying to think of a way to make the back shorter, because when I add the steering block to the front, obviously, that's going to make the wheels much wider in the front, which is why I wanted to make these things recessed inside the vehicle, because of that extra steering block, unfortunately, that you need for steering wheels. Problem being, I don't really have much wiggle space in here to work with. Now, I don't think, yeah, you can't attach to the top or bottom of these things, so there's no attach points where I could add something to attach to inside here. I guess maybe... yeah, the only thing would be on the top hood of my craft, but... I don't even know if I want something up there. I think it would look cool, though. You know what? Let's just go for it. When it comes to my designs... Ooh, there's a new heavyweight block. Was that there before? Makes your vehicle heavier. Okay, so it's good to know that they're there. But with my designs, I just let things happen, and we'll see where it goes. So that's a 4x8. Do not need a 4x8. God damn, what am I doing? I guess we'll stick with these guys. I want to design it a bit more, though. So how many connection points? Okay, there's 4 in the front, so we're just going to use 2. And... then, oh yeah, this will actually work. Then we can go down like that. And I think what we're going to have to do is attach these outside of my rotation platform. So, because the back rotates, right? So if I attach a hard line to that from my front, it won't be able to wiggle back and forth. So I'm going to have to have this, wow, I'm talking way too fast, totally separate from what's already made behind here. So what I'm going to do is this, and then... we are just going to... do I want to use these grid blocks? I don't really ever use these things, but I don't want to take up too much space, and unfortunately that's going to connect to that. So, ooh, this could get ugly here. What if I just attach this to this, though, and have it somewhat shorter in the back? I don't think I'd mind that too much. I don't know why, but having it longer in the front is okay in my head. And we'll see if we can still wiggle this up and down. We should be able to totally do that because there's so much clearance in there. So yeah, I think this will look pretty... it looks weird, but I think it will be cool. So, back to what we are doing now. I'm still trying to decide which wheels I want. I don't want crazy big wheels, so even like the... ooh, slim wheels might be a smart idea, actually. I kind of like those. Yeah, you know what? They probably won't add much buoyancy, and I didn't even know there was slim wheels in this game, so why not? Let's use these things. And... God, this looks like a space rover now, though. All right, so that would have bothered me forever, so I am going to recess this in a little bit, and this should look way better now. So we got this with our steering hinge, with our wheel, and then we can connect it right to my hull, and it's still much wider out, as you can see, but at least it's 1 more pixel inwards, and it doesn't look so weird. And it probably will drive a lot easier, too. The closer the wheels are together, generally, the easier it is. All right, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even have an engine on this thing just yet. Well, I have, you know, the water engine, but no vehicle engine. So we're just going to give this thing a shot here and see if I can actually utilize the... oh, okay. I didn't realize I could go up that far, but it works. It kind of actually works. This is so weird. All right, so for right now, this will be a temporary spot. There's really no easy spot for the Dragon engine, unfortunately. So I'm going to put it on the roof. Now, I'm probably going to have to add a rudder for steering in the back here. So that's why I'm going to put it on the roof, because I'm probably going to add some more height to this anyways, and it should look okay, especially when we add aerodynamic blocks. But we're not there just yet, so let's focus on what we're doing right now. First of all, I'm going to change the customization of these from A and D to... Well, A would be... Okay, A's red, so it would be... No, because it's inverted, so it would be S, right? I don't know. Whatever. It might be inverted or not. And then S and W. I think I did that right? Yes. Okay, so there we go. We got whatever the hell this thing is, and... Oh, I didn't even think about that, but that's how to use my engine controls as well, so we'll have to change that later. But it works. It actually is pretty damn good, too. So, again, we're just going to have to change those blocks. I don't want it, you know, doing its own thing. What I want to see is... Oh, yes. Oh, so much. Yes, it works! It actually is controllable, and I can steer it as well with the steering. I freaking knew it. It'd probably be actually pretty easy to add flight-based mechanics to this thing as well. One downside is the steering is a little bit hard to control because it's kind of leaning as well. So, oh god, I'm gonna have to get this back because I didn't save it. I didn't think about that. Let's not break this thing. Let's just focus on getting it back. Looks like we're okay, though. I'm just happy it actually kind of works. It's a little bit back heavy, as you can see. I'm constantly pushing it downwards. I wonder why it is back heavy, because it shouldn't be. Maybe it's the engine placement pushing me upwards. That's probably it. The engines are lower on the craft, so therefore it pushes it. Whoa. It pushes it up. This is weird. This is such a weird design. Okay, so we're gonna have to fix that, but as you can see, it friggin' works. Okay, so I added some aerodynamics to it. I have no idea what the hell this thing is. I like it though. It's got good curves. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of looks like a steampunkish submarine design. I really do like it, but it still reminds me of a bug. If you guys have any suggestions on what we should name this thing, let me know in the comments below. It's got some speed to it for, you know, just having one little Dragon engine. That is damn impressive. Okay, I'm just realizing my well, no, actually, yeah, the back rudder would be inverted. So let's actually change that real quick, because I hate inverted controls, and we're just going to change this from D and then change this to A. So there we go. It should be in reverse as compared to my steering, but underwater, that will work the right way. Okay, so the great thing about this, too, is my Dragon engine's so high, as long as it's out of the water, I can still drive this thing. But once we get too deep into the water, of course, we can engage the thrusters here and, yeah, start actually being a submarine. I'm trying to get to the deeper water. It's a very shallow area right now, just to see if this thing actually works. Okay, I chose the worst place to go here, but this is kind of cool. You know, it's kind of showcasing what it can do. You can engage your, you know, your main thrusters, or you can engage your underwater thrusters. And here we go. Here's the drop-off. And... dude, it actually freaking works. Look at this. It's not very fast. If I was to fine-tune this, I would add another 2 engines to this thing, at least for underwater, but you can see it's kind of like a derpy bug in the water, you know? It works, it's just not very pretty when it works. I love the actual rudders. They're maybe a little bit too powerful because it steers it every way, and, you know, it's... the biggest thing with this is it's not very balanced, so you're constantly fighting the weight of the thing when you're underwater. But when it comes to an all-terrain vehicle, it's not going to work great underwater. The great thing about this is we can get to the high ground here. This is such a weird spot of the map. My God, why did I choose this area? So like I was trying to say, now that we're actually on some ordinary flat land, the great thing about this thing is I don't need to get out of my damn vehicle to change to the Dragon engine. There we go, right away, the moment we get out of the water, we're back. Oh, Jesus. Okay, turning on this thing's pretty damn aggressive. I wonder if I can... Nope, don't. Okay, it can also breakdance. That's another feature that it has, you know, look at that. Oh, what an awesome... oh my God, okay, so yeah, those top rudders really screwed with my steering. I actually might get rid of those because I feel like maybe it doesn't even need the steering, you know? I just love that I can keep with the Dragon engine until it goes underwater. Oh, and it's got... for a little engine, it's got a lot of friggin' power. I mean, it's the most popular, or the most powerful engine in the game, but I didn't expect putting one engine on this, it would do that. Let's see if we can... oh my God, okay, yeah, the back rudder really screws with my driving. All right, guys, but we're going to wrap up this one here. I just wanted to showcase to you guys mostly the new update in this game. And, of course, I always love building in Trailmakers. This was an awesome build. Maybe we can build upon this and add some wings or whatnot and actually make it fly, too. Kind of like I did with that other guy's creation. It really shouldn't be that hard. You just need a couple jets and, like, some wings out the side. We should be good to go. So yeah, I made an all-terrain vehicle today. I'm going to call this thing the Bug. I will upload it to the workshop if you guys want to work on it and improve it. I always love seeing that, so feel free to do so, or just enjoy it for yourself. Link will be in the description if you do want to download this, and anything you want to know about Trailmakers will also be in the description. We're going to wrap it up here, guys. Thanks so much for your support. Thanks for watching and liking, and I'll see you in the next one.